First of all, can someone please close the door because we can't reach the door. God, it hurts to have it.
Okay, let's just do a check. Okay, it's Rosie. Here. Radio.
Yes.
Solar.
Yeah. Yes.
Riska.
Yep.
And Bruce. Okay, so Charlie.
Since he's not hungry, he's not here. But he's not just Fred trying to get here.
We have some rules for this panel.
Okay, so we have a few rules about your questions and your actions. You are not allowed to throw anything into this part of the panel stage. We had someone do that last year and almost hurt one of our panel members. That's why we don't allow that. Questions about getting hugs are not permitted in the panel. I'm sorry, but it will have to be afterwards. In that case, you're not allowed to leave any 18+ questions as what the characters have been doing in their private lives or in their private relationships. Because that would be awkward. You are also not allowed to ask questions which are your OTPs, unless they are probably canon and happening right now. And, like, for example, that's not my boyfriend. Yeah, I'm not gay. Yeah, right. I heard that. Okay, when it comes to our deaths, they have been pretty gruesome and pretty bloody, so we do not want any questions about that, because besides it being awkward, it's actually kind of sad to having to die like we have. I mean, he lost his head. Oh no! I don't know how I was spelled that. I just remember that. Sorry.
Well, like if you want to ask a question, you're going to raise your hand. Like that's rule number 1. Raise your hand and we'll point at you and say, okay, fine, you can speak. And if like we don't get the question you're asking, we're going to ask again, like please can you repeat?
Since last year we had people wanting to talk to the characters, but this year we do not have time for that directly after the panel. So we advise you to go meet us at that grass patch over there. Dirk knows how to go there. Dirk?
If you go through any of the doors here, the big room, and you go to the right and you can see the tables here, just continue right and on the tables and you have a door where you can get outside and just go outside there.
It's literally just a big grass patch in the back.
Go right and right again.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's it. So let's get this panel started. So everybody wants to like ask a question, raise your hand. Like right now.
Okay.
This is not a question per se, it's more of a request. Could you please tag any sort of frame race? I guess walkers are very important. So it's just a request. Thank you.
Yes?
Yemsy, do you like Fago?
Of course I did.
Did somebody say Fago?
only one I can actually trust. Everyone else deserves to be happy.
So quiet. Okay, yeah, you think. I think that's good.
May you tell me more about who you are?
All of us?
Yeah,
Oh.
Short silence.
No. 3 words. Your name and 3 words.
Okay. Big Strider, cool, awesome. Whatever. Cool, awesome, and just swag.
I would say smart, charismatic, and very social. Well, Jeep Harley, guns, and gardens, fun.
Okay, carpet matches in 3 words. This is boring.
Just a short sentence. I'm Radia and I'm the hosting ghost.
Fourth chapter. The best chapter.
Nepeta the Yard. The Mighty Huntress.
Tracy Pyro, I'm out of words, I'm sorry.
Risk as your cat, boss ass bitch.
We're so tired of this.
Forward. No. Okay, so I'm gonna stay with you.
It's a very special word. I will only tell it to you, John. Or I could just tell everyone.
Fancy and genocide.
Glow, glow, and glow.
Speak English, guns. I also will say guns over there. Great. Pumpkins. And guns. Main cooker. Baking. Cookers. And boxy man.
Dark Strider. Robots are sorry.
Ghost Rider, Dave's a baby.
I'm John Egbert, and
No, that's not words.
I'm better than Dave.
That's a lie, you know it.
No, it's not a lie.
Like the biggest lie.
I mean, come on, look, I'm even taller than you, and that makes me better than you.
Okay. Yeah.
Dave, Aradia, did you really have time for this?
Yeah, she's made a time so much.
Where the hell have you been?
so crazy. So,
I don't know if this is Thomas. Could you say Mrs. Street?
Neither of you like sports.
what kind of sports are you talking about?
Any sports.
Just gun?
Yes.
I like sports. Also, while I'm standing up, sorry, but there's a gentleman over there that's been waiting with his question for a very long time. I don't know what to
So, you claim to be the best hacker. Who is the second best?
I don't know, actually.
I would actually say I'm the best actor.
Yeah, John, after you realized what piece of shit movie taste that you have, do you still like some of your old movies that you really like to watch?
Well, actually, you know, there's a time when you turn into a teenager that you start hating everything you like, but like, I love everything I liked before again, so I still love them all, especially Con Air. That's just, it's so special to me. There'll never be a better movie than Con Air.
John, how do I live without you?
Carcat, how good of a programmer would you say you are?
Well, oh, don't even start, Catherine. I will hit you, and you know it. Better than him.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, you planted viruses and mine. Better than that future was there.
Teresi in the back, you've been holding your hand for a long time.
Aradia, how do you feel about getting left behind at the Green Sun?
The Green Sun? Well, I felt very alive at the moment and actually felt really good. I got to be with solids that I care a lot about, and I got to save my friends. Well, at least I tried to save my friends, and I guess it went pretty well. So it felt good. Since I had my feelings back, I guess it also felt a little sad because I would miss everyone, but it all turned out great, so.
Tavros,
Yeah.
what was the first thing you did after you had flown away from Riska?
Well, I kept on flying blue because it was amazing. Who wouldn't? I mean, you can fly. It's amazing. All the time.
Yeah, go ahead from the front. Stop.
What is your opinion on the first date? What is your opinion on the first date?
I have no words.
I think the guy with the sweet ass robot arm has been keeping his hand up for quite some time now.
How
How do you feel about staffs? What do you think? They're wonderful, of course. Especially coming from you.
Chris, can you describe or prove to us how strong you really are?
Well, if anyone is up for it, I could hug you really, really hard and see what happens. You really love getting into trouble, don't you?
You're so much better at that job. How come he's got here before you?
Well, you know, they say that fancy people don't go to parties, so you know, that's still the best, isn't it? I really do. I mean, just look at him, he has glasses.
Excuse you. At least I don't wear a condom.
This is like a nice, good man. This is rat. What are you wearing? White ugly. I mean, it's,
Oh my god, that comeback is so bad.
you're bad.
See, bro's right. You're a baby.
Nice one, Dave, nice.
You should have accepted my help, Strider, and you wouldn't be in this situation.
That was rough.
John, you really should be wearing a condom, though.
Why? I'm not a time player.
So, Lips, do you want a slime pie again?
Let's not talk about that.
Aqueous, I know your favorite drink is milk, but if you cannot choose milk, then water is out of the question. What will you choose?
Is chocolate milk an option?
It's nothing with milk. I'm sorry.
I believe tea would be my favorite thing then. Really, really strong tea.
So that's
That reminds me, we haven't finished our role playing.
Thank heavens for that.
No. I want to finish it now.
This is too adorable.
Strong maid.
Strong service.
Better not take that off.
How are your feelings for How are your feelings for
Oh, it's gone.
Picture perfect family. Family.
bunny hat thing.
I have a question for Dave, and I wonder, how was it like spending 3 years with Jan and days from flying through space?
Oh, if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything bad.
Also remember to ask questions like maybe different characters, alternate characters, just to make like everything very crisp.
Okay. What? Do you have the same opinion as her on hanging out with me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I am dead fucking serious.
You're the one that were like, you are. I was gonna say something you were like, cold because I'm better than you, but whatever.
Eridan, do you know what Harry Potter is? And do you have an opinion about it?
I don't know what are you talking about. I'm not fan of that. No question.
Dave, how do you feel about Bro being there and alive?
Well, it's really fucking awkward. You were not alive, man. You were down on the ground with a sword.
In your cockroach.
Dude, you're the man.
You're so absolutely fashionable. Where did you get your clothes?
I can tell you, but I think they are too expensive for you. Sorry.
What did you just say?
Can I repeat it? You don't know.
In other words, the trap.
Nancy, are you going to cycle that baseball once you're done with it? I don't think Erica wants to watch them for sure.
Let's see about that.
You blonde your hair. Yeah.
Bro, what is the hardest part of raising a huge baby?
What, you supposed to raise him? I just toss him in his room like the food there. I don't know. Yes, it's the fact that he's not into smallness, but I'll turn him around.
Carcat, considering the things that have happened recently,
Is there a point to this?
how are your feelings towards Dempsey? Whole situation.
He's such a fucking microphone juggler, and I hope fucking shows on that table.
Carcat, I was wondering what you think about past and future self these days.
Don't even get me started. I'm so done with that fucker. I'm not sure if I'm getting dumber or if I'm actually getting smarter and just looking back is making me feel dumber.
Time is such a wonderful.
Don't even start.
Where's Cat?
one fellow pirate to another, who from this panel would you like to have on your crew?
Come on. Movie together. You betrayed me! That was one time! One time! It was just one time. I mean, it was a while ago. I don't know. One time is enough. No. All of you suck!
Okay, yeah, all for yourself.
I don't want that.
Well, mostly I get Aaron to do it. Well, when he's not here, I get Aaron to do it, and if he's here, we have the food stored for her, so we just kind of shovel it in there, you know, on a trail.
Okay, I will forward to that.
Is there anyone that can just do your story?
What?
Is there anyone that can don't pay for things at work at all?
It goes in different degrees, but I wouldn't say there's not someone that I don't mind. Okay, you're all idiots, but I might not hate you at all. Nothing of that. Shut up. Don't make me think of that.
Hey, Liz, what's the strongest, most perfect robot you've ever built?
Well, the strongest, I'm not sure, but the most well-done job obviously was a radio box. She was the one who looked most realistic and the one I've done most time on. Also, it was to save a friend of mine, so yeah.
Yes, Ms. Fitz, on the inside. What do you think of everyone's concept of remote land?
You don't really have to say that I don't like it. Is there anything to like about the inside, really? I'm sorry, no. You should not kill people. And you should take care of them. That's what you're supposed to do. Care for them.
We should come to a place.
Rose, where's your book?
Oh, I actually don't know right now. We're not stuck together, you know, so I don't have to be with her all the time.
You could just marry him.
We have all the time for that later.
Okay, yeah. Big ass horse.
Rose, what do you do to be so awesome?
What can I say? You get up early, you make sure that David knows his place, you record a blockbuster hit with, you know, whatever you got lying around, and I don't know, just make sure to kick the crap out of Dave, and then Awesome just comes along.
I will set that as a goal.
Me, of course. Dirk Strider, do you have some sick beats for us?
Okay. You over there in the back. Guy with the sheets, I think. Yes. Yes.
Me? Rose? We all know you like books, but what's your favorite book?
Oh, that's I hardly can just choose one because I love so many books. It's like having kids and choosing your favorite. It's impossible.
Sure. How do you feel about Bro?
I don't know what to feel. His face are so nice. His cap too. But that's doing my hair, so I guess you're probably really good.
That's
He looks like an awesome guy, but he doesn't have this.
why?
Because you're probably bald. Remember what he told me you were?
Why would I be bald? That's next question.
Nepeta, if English roleplays as the maid, who do you roleplay as?
My role is I prefer to only see myself as in one characters. No matter what we want. Whatever we want. No. Smell what?
Get down, stay, sit. Bad cats.
To answer your question, I'm always the huntress. Always. Female, male.
You in the back way with that thing.
Taros, regarding you being late and all, could it be that you didn't watch out for those stairs, man?
We don't need to talk about stairs.
Yeah, you will be set. Next second, you will
Yes. Delicious cow milk. With milk. Extra milk.
Wait, guys, do you feel that? Oh, I don't feel
This is awkward.
Wait, how are you doing? What? You can die.
Take it there.
Do I look like a fucking gardener?
Oh, great, everyone's dead. This is the time of my life. We shouldn't be talking about life, right? Let's make this the best. What's it called? Let's make this right. Let's make this the best funeral ever.
Well, first of all, it's pronounced funeral. And we don't really have time for that.
But I'm made of that.
Yeah, anyway, I think maybe we should let all these people go before this spreads to someone else.
I'll clean up. After all, I'm a maid.
Well, I guess this ends the panel since there are only 2 people left and we don't know for how long we will be here. So thank you all guys for coming.